Hello friends, and welcome to another book haul. This is from the 350 pounds of books that I was recently commissioned to help sell, and it's all almost vintage science fiction and horror books. And I'm going to show you a bunch more today that I will be trying to find new homes for. All of these books I will be selling first on Whatnot, which is a live auction selling platform. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just someone who has used the platform since 2021. So that show will be on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. I will put it over here. If you watched my last video, any books that didn't sell from that auction will be in this one, and then so on and so forth until all the books are gone or until I have run out of new books to show you. I do recommend you following me on Whatnot just because I actually recently did a yellow DAW show, and I didn't get around to filming a video about it before I did the auction. Some of those that didn't sell will be in this video, but sometimes I just don't have the energy or ability because I am running my own business in addition to being super disabled. So some days I do better than others. So thank you for those of you that showed up to the show that I didn't talk about at all. And for those of you that missed it, you'll still get an opportunity to get some yellow DAWs to add to your collection. But we're going to start with not those first, because that's not what I have here to show you first. First book is Doc Savage, His Apocalyptic Life by Philip Jose Farmer. And the reason I'm showing this first is because I have a whole bunch of Doc Savage books, but not written by Philip Jose Farmer, but by Keith Roberson, or Robeson, however you want to say it. We have a movie tie-in edition by Mike Avallone, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. This one does not have any of the movie stills in it. It just is a movie tie-in. Beautiful vintage book without a barcode here. Here is Paul Anderson's Virgin Planet. I'm guessing this is from the 60s based on the cover. This is a first printing from May 1970. Close, but not quite. Beautiful cover. We have the novelization of Alien by Alan Dean Foster, which is awesome. This says this is a 1979 printing. I had no idea that this movie was that old. I honestly thought Alien was from the 80s. I guess because that's when it was like in syndication on television for like reruns and stuff. No idea that movie was that old. That gives me a lot more respect for the movie with the practical effects and the ability for them to create tension and horror based on like the music and the acting and the performances. So that gives me, again, a lot of respect for this. I understand that Alan Dean Foster didn't create Alien. I sometimes misspeak. I'm sorry. I had someone comment on that on the last video, and it's just like they've never misspoke in their entire life or got something wrong. It's amazing how the internet works, isn't it? Hi, and here is my baby girl. I did not want face kisses, thank you. Hi. Hi, Angel. That's my fault. I did not close the door well enough. Baby girl, I have to film this. I know you want cuddles right now and attention, but I have to film this video. I know, sweet angel. This is Eileen, by the way. She is my heart dog. She is a blue Merle border collie, and she is best girl. But she is also a Velcro dog. So I'm gonna take her out and give her a chew toy and then close the door and hope that that occupies her. I'll be right back. We have a Heinline with a super fun cover. The Star Beast. This is from 1954, or at least that's the copyright date in here. Probably more like a 1960s print, but I'm just going to go off the copyright there. We have Shadowline by Glenn Cook. This is the first book in the Starfishers trilogy. This is not a common Glenn Cook book to find. The Ice Monster, Flash Gordon by Al Williamson. So this one is from 1968. It does have a split in the title page, but all the other pages are good. The Bones of Zora, with a lizard man and a woman doing a very sensual tango there. What a great cover. We have The Children's Hour by Jerry Pournelle and S.M. Sterling. Those Gentle Voices, this was by George Alec Effinger. A Warner science fiction there. Someone I've never heard of. This is Native Tongue 2, The Judas Rose. I feel like the child on the cover here is more disturbing in appearance than the bug alien. Never heard of this book, but another book similar to Babel 17, discussing the power of language. Double Star by Robert Heinline. Really nice early edition. Another book without a barcode. Nice tight little copy there. Another Heinline, this is Between Planets. Very vintage cover here. This one is from 1951. Again, it might be a 1960s cover with a 1951 copyright, but still very cool. I have two Peter Timlett. We have The Seed Bearers, A Sensual Tale. So this is going to be probably raunchy. And then Twilight of the Serpent. And that lady is straight up naked. I mean, I think she has a loincloth, but it looks like it's fishnet that's been tied around her waist. And then here, as I promised, all of the Roberson Doc Savage novels. This is number 2, The Thousand-Headed Man. Resurrection Day. The Mystery on the Snow. And The Black Spot. I have David Starr Space Ranger by Isaac Asimov. This is a really beautiful cover. This one, 1971, first print, dedicated to Walter Bradbury. Have a few Thieves World books. Unfortunately, none of them are sequential. I have book number 2, Tales from the Vulgar Unicorn by Aspirin and Abbey. So the second book in the Thieves World series. This is The Dead of Winter. This is book 7. And then I have book 9, which is Blood Ties. I'll actually have a few Gore books. I'm going to show you the 2 Gore books that aren't yellow DAWs, and then I'll show you the Gore books that are yellow DAWs a little later. This is Nomads of Gore by John Norman. There are 25 books in the series. This is the 4th book. And a Ballantine printing. We have Captive of Gore. This is the 7th book. This is also a Ballantine printing. And then I'm going to show you the McCaffrey, and then we will get into all of the DAWs that I have left over. This is Dragon Singer by Anne McCaffrey. This actually was my copy. I am letting it move on to a new home just because I did find that omnibus that had these books in it, so I'm just going to keep the hardcover and let the paperbacks move on to a new home. Even though they are paperbacks without a barcode, I'm going to let them go. This is Dragon Drums by Anne McCaffrey. Again, this was my copy, but because I found the omnibus, I'm letting this one go. And then Dragon Song by Anne McCaffrey. I do love this artist, though. This artist did a lot of not only Anne McCaffrey books, but also Ursula K. Le Guin from the late 70s, and I think her artwork is stunning. We have Decision at Duna by Anne McCaffrey. Another book without a barcode. I got a couple of copies in this. I know my last auction and video you guys saw this book. It's because I got more than one copy of this. So It sold last one, just like this one did. This is To Ride Pegasus by Anne McCaffrey, a book about a bunch of psychic women. And now we're going to get into the DAWs that I never made a video about that didn't sell in my auction. So again, I'm going to sell all of these books on Whatnot first. When I get down to the last auction and I have no more new books to show you guys, that is when I will do like a last hurrah show where like I mark everything down a little bit. If they don't sell there, then I'll be moving these either on Pango or on eBay, depending on which is best. Marion Zimmer Bradley, this is number 373, The Keeper's Price. Nice yellow vibrant DAW there. We have 2 Clayton books. So I have both the first and the second book in the Duel of Sorcery series. I have number 481 and 516, Moon Gather and Moon Scatter. Absolutely beautiful. Another Bradley, this is Storm Queen, another Darkover novel. This is either 252 or 292. I can't tell. There's a crease right there in the front cover that makes it so I can't see. Singularity Station by Brian Ball. This one is missing a corner up there at the top, but it's still number 84. I have the entire Faded Sun trilogy. Now, the second book is not a yellow DAW. It is still a DAW, but it is a later DAW printing. But it is the entire trilogy, and the first and third books are yellow DAWs. I do think it's cool that I did finally end up getting the whole DAW trilogy here. I do know like you can buy just the DAW trilogy where it's all 3 books together in an omnibus edition, but I do like the individual books. We have a Dorsey novel. This is Soldier Ask Not by Gordon Dixon. Number UE1339. M.A. Foster book, this is number 135, The Warriors of Dawn, and a very beautiful, I like this font. I don't see this font very often in the DAW books. But nice little purple landscape there. Spacescape, I guess, would be a better word for it. We're getting into the Gore books now. So this is the 14th Gore book, Fighting Slave of Gore. This is number 376. This is a yellow DAW, slightly faded on the spine though. The 17th book of Gore, this is Savages of Gore. This is number 472. This one actually has a vibrant yellow spine. And then the last Gore book for this auction is the 19th book, Kajira of Gore. This is number 520. Then I have some tubs here. So I have EC tubs 12, 13, and 14 of the Dumarest of Terra, or Dumarest of Terra books. So I have Eloise, the Jack of Swords, and the Eye of the something. Eye of the Zodiac. It's a nice little sequential bit there. That's number 143, 163, and 198 of the yellow DAWs. We have The Halcyon Drift by Brian M. Stableford. This is number 32 of the yellow DAWs, so another low number here. I have a Jack Vance with the Doctor Doom cover. This has both, this is the first book I've seen that's a yellow DAW that has both the U number and also the actual number on the cover. So it's number 511. Sorry, that's why I say the Doctor Doom cover. But it also has UE1787 up there at the top. So it's the only one I've seen that has both numbers printed on the cover. And then an A.E. Van Vogt, this is Supermind. This is UE1445. But again, all of these books are going to be sold on Whatnot. Because this is a commission sale, they're not going to be all $2 like normal. They're still going to be less than what the eBay prices would be, just because I still want you guys to get a deal. But because this is a commission, I can't give you the most amazing deals that I try to give you guys normally when, you know, I'm buying these for really, really cheap. Hopefully you guys will snap some books for your own collections at a good price. And hopefully I'll see you there and you can just geek out about books with me. I'd like that too. It'll be again on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. be linked over here. I will have a pinned comment down below for my Whatnot old hats. That'll just link directly to the show. If you are new to Whatnot or see some books on here and you're like, oh, I want that, there will be a link in the description to get $15 off your first Whatnot purchase for signing up. It'll go towards the purchase price of the books. It won't go towards shipping, but most of the books are starting for under $5, so you can still snag a few books for free and just have to pay for shipping, which will be media mail shipping, so it should be pretty cheap. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye!